welcome YouTube. This is Shuttle, and I got here another game for you guys. Let's just see. We'll jump right into it. So it looks like we're playing against Infernals, and I am the Vanguard. So let's see how it goes. So we're going to do the clear thing. I'm just going to scout the enemy base, as per always, and then just get enough money to build the barracks. I always barracks expand now these days, so it's not really a fast expand either, it's just a barracks expand. Barracks aggression into expanding is my current theme of how I approach the game. Haven't figured out the timing for the supply yet, but we'll see. Okay, it looks like the opponent's gonna under attack. I forget what these buildings are called, but they're both unit production buildings, so we're gonna try to boost those out real quick here. Still trying to figure things out. So I'm gonna just process this. We're gonna see if we're gonna get a couple of scouts, because they're just generally pretty decent, stalling time and getting the creep camps and stuff. So right now we just really want more information, because they could change their strategy right now if they really wanted to. So we just want to confirm everything that we know. And I don't really mind being a little behind in expansion if it means I'm just gonna live a little bit longer. I believe in my ability to win in the late game, or in the mid game. Mid to late game is usually where I'm pretty good. I can probably win the early game, but I haven't really figured any solid builds out that, in my opinion, that can like win early without sacrificing too much of the mid and the late game. But we'll see. Sacrificing for the mid game is not really that smart of a plan for me right now, because I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it's very conducive. I'm trying to get some small harassment, get some small wins where I can. Oh, let's see if we get that worker. Ooh, no. No, not gonna happen. Which is fine. We got a Lancer and 3 of the dogs. We're pretty happy. We're seeing that they got that creep camp way before we did, so that's fine. We're just worried about not dying. That's the big thing for me right here, so. As long as we're not dying, we don't mind getting a late expansion and then a late creep camp. Not enough luminite. See, we're gonna get that creep camp right. One of these, anyways. I don't know which one. We're going for that one. Okay, we're going for the health one, which makes sense. The proximity to my expansion is pretty close, so we want to get this one up and going pretty quickly here. We don't know too much what my opponent's doing, but we know they got a camp. So they have way more units than us. They don't really know what we're doing because they didn't scout us at all. So pretty happy that we're going to get a second barracks, so we can produce twice the amount of units. Defensively, that is, I think, is a pretty smart move. If I probably build a bunker or something like that, a turret as well, and it'll be pretty safe. Yeah, looks like we're going to get that bunker just a little further up there. Okay, we lost the unit there in Lancer. We could have made that better. Right now we're still playing pretty safe, I think, so. We'll grab this tower and then we'll go to the heal camp and... Capture point secured. Pretty okay there. You can't really speed up the build time for that bunker for whatever reason. You need like 6 units, 6 bobs on it just to make it build faster with the boost. It's kind of insane, but yeah, that's currently how the patch we're on works, so. Right now, I think we're, I want to say we're about even with our opponent. Maybe a little behind, but we're okay with that. We've accepted that. We're not planning on winning early on. I don't know how my opponents think so. I usually plan to win around the mid game to the late game. Early game is really just you win based on builds if you win on the early game most of the time. So it's usually builds plus micro is usually how early game wins usually work out. And I know my micros are the best, so. Not enough luminite. So it's decent, but not the best. Not enough where I can consistently win in the early game. Enough to where I can hold off early game aggression, but not enough where I can win with early aggression. Early aggression is not my style. I can win, I can defend it, but I can't win with it all the time. So I can do it though. No, it's not my style though.
Insufficient supply.
So we got a couple of Lancers. I think Lancers early on are pretty smart. Exos in low numbers are really not that scary. Typically, you need like a good like 5 Exos to really be any kind of scary. Lancers are kind of just better in smaller numbers because they're just tanky, right? They're just a tanky unit. So we're gonna try to build some Exos here now, most likely. We're trying to just keep them busy, kind of keep them on the toes, because we have all the towers right now. So we have pretty much all the camps under my control currently, except for a few. So I'm pretty happy with that. We pretty much have all the information. Their army's way bigger than ours, so I don't know why they ran away from us. I guess they just don't have enough information to realize that, and I'm happy that they don't. Information is king, so I'm scaring them with the small army, which is kind of funny, but we'll see. See how that goes for now. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're trying to just scout for more information, check where my opponent's army is. Well, trying to see what I can get away with. Right now, we're getting a small wins where we can. Right now, I can't really engage an army because they have a lot of gaunts, which are those their ranged units with those brutes and everything. So, and we don't have enough Exos. And we shouldn't really engage where we are. Okay, got the upgrade. That's probably what prompted me. The Exo upgrade. But this is not really wise, in my opinion. But I guess we really don't want them to get that creep money. I don't think we mind if they get the creep camp. We don't want them to get the money for killing the creeps, though. Oh, okay. We don't want to get in that spell cast there, because that will really fuck up my units. There's like an Exo, a Lancer kind of just being a little derpy. We're just trading out here, which is fine. We should start thinking about running, though. Yeah, we should really just run. God, with that second spellcast there, we should just run. Wait, what's the Lancers were starting to die? We should have just ran. Right now we're trying to do some fancy starter step thing, but I really don't know why we're doing that at all. Because we should just run. Because we're just going to lose here. Yeah. We're pretty much going to lose all my units there. It's okay. I mean, we're behind because of that. Yeah, because their army just gets bigger the more units. They kind of... The Vanguard versus Infernals, they kind of win based off of smaller skirmishes because their army is just more efficient in smaller skirmishes because they can like gain those small little brootlings from the engagements because they basically necromancer them in. And since we kind of failed that, we're kind of taking a small risk here by expanding to a third base in a not a conventional spot, let's just say, but a spot where I can kind of defend it by circling into them. So if I'm attacking their third, which let's just pause for a second. If I'm attacking their third, that's this space right here. You see my white mouse on the minimap there. That north 12 o'clock position is where their third base would normally be. In the 6 o'clock position, the bottom there, that would normally be where my base is. But that's not the case. I took this riskier spot. So then, by taking this base, that kind of means it's kind of far from my main base, so I'm kind of vulnerable to backstab attacks and drops. But on the flip side, I can attack their 12 o'clock base, which is typically their third base, a lot easier. So we'll see if the risk pays off. So I am a little behind. So we're trying to take a risk here. I could kind of manage that battle a bit better, but I'm thinking of some other stuff at the moment. It looks like, yeah, I'm trying to like recalculate in my brain, like what are we gonna do for a response, and I think that's what I decided. And we're gonna decide to get more base army, I think. Yeah, instead of we're not gonna do drops yet because we're greeting. Or we already took a risk. We're not gonna take another risk. Drop. I usually do favor drops, but for risks. But right now we can't take a stable risk. We're taking a big risk. Oh, looks like we're going to the drops anyways. Okay. We'll see then. We'll see. Well, drops are not, like I said, that's not a big risk. So we're taking a couple risks here, but that's fine. We're going to split up our army a little bit, see if we can get that creep camp wall trying to deny information, which is a pretty good play, I think. We're going to see if we can deny some information while creeping. Oh, and we see that we're getting attacked. That's fine. That's fine. This is why you kind of creep, because you can get in these situations. So you can like figure out what your opponent's movements, army movements. So far we're okay. Not the best situation, but manageable.
Upgrade complete.
So we're getting drops, we're getting some more supply. Probably didn't need that depot. We probably didn't need that depot.
Not enough luminite.
We have way too much oversupply right now, but it's fine, I guess. But we're in way too many of the secondary resource, so we need to keep that in check. So we find the army here. We're kind of lucked out a little bit, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. They're kind of in a choke point, so... Oh, we really don't want to fight that army now, because they have this spell going on. We kind of just have to run.
Not enough. Capture point contested.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of run.
Insufficient energy. Capture point contested.
Yeah, we're not in the best situation. We're in a situation, but we're not in the best situation.
Capture point lost.
Well, their army's kind of split. We might have a good chance here. Okay, our army is somehow bigger than theirs now. I don't know what happened to theirs. Maybe it's the production wave caught them. That's fine. We have to remember we are on 3 bases, so if we can survive just a little longer, our army will eventually get bigger if they stay near our base. So, see if we can get these towers and camps back to my side. Get those resources.
Capture point secured. Capture point secured.
Ready for takeoff. Transiting now.
Capture point secured.
You don't realize I have that base yet, so that risk is paying off.
Capture
I'm
point
gonna check if they have a third. They don't have a third, so we're just gonna drop their expansion, which is kind of good for us. We're gonna take a 4th. Again, maybe not the smartest idea, but we're here to take some risks.
Capture point contested.
Okay. Yeah, oh man, their army's gonna get huge.
Capture point.
Oh, we found a little crevice there. We can put our units down. I'm pretty happy with that.
Under attack.
Yeah. Luckily on this map, weirdly enough, bigger army is not really a good idea because of the way what's the best way to say this? The map kind of chokes up your army. So like your army, even if you have 200 units, you kind of there's only so much surface area your army can really take up. So like having a large army is really not that good. It's like yeah, it's just like your army gets funneled a lot in this map. So like smaller armies are actually kind of better here. Funny enough. I kind of wanted that creep camp, but looks like I can't have it. It's fine. We're just trying to get money where we can right now. See if we can get this creep camp.
Capture point
See if we
secured.
can get any of those bigger dudes, because they're the siege units. They're very expensive. If we can get any of them, we're happy. So we have the healing thing. We can take a few more risks than they think we can. Oh, okay, so we can't anymore because their army's in position to defend it.
Capture point.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can do some drops. Maybe I think I changed my mind here and send it back to defend my army and try to see if I can drop on top of the enemy's units. And I think that's precisely what I do. Yeah, because like these things do splash, like a crazy amount of splash. So if I can divert any of that splash anywhere else but the main row, I think I'm pretty happy. And I do just that, and then I just crush through the front a little bit easier with the help of just the defensive advantage. And then the army's just kind of crushed. My army is not that great here, but again, I'm getting this fourth, and they don't know I have a third. Remember that. They don't know I have a third. So we have a weirdly strong army at this point. We still don't really have a big army, but we have a weirdly strong army. So we're pretty happy. There's so many medics per like XO, it's insane. Insane. It's like every XO has a medic right now. But we're slowly getting back up there.
Capture point secured.
Like I said, we're trying to get back into this again. I think we already officially are, honestly. Cause I didn't see them have a base, right? I've checked, right? We've officially checked. We're checking. We're like wondering, hey, how many bases do they have? Okay, so they're building a third now. We're denying it. So we must have run out of resources at some point, which I'm happy with. And we're like, okay, so we denied that. We're happy. We're gonna secure our fourth because technically we're ahead. We're for some reason ahead now. I don't know how, but we are. We'll take that win. So we can drop them. We're gonna start dropping them to impunity.
Upgrade complete.
Because we are happy with that. We're gonna start teching up, get those atlases. We haven't gotten them yet, but because we can get them now without too much worry. We're pretty happy. So have that dropship. I'm gonna go for the drops. We're gonna get back that resource again. We're thinking about getting another base because it's like, okay, we're already ahead. Might as well get more ahead. There's no point in fighting them if we're ahead, right? But we are gonna just check around. We're gonna drop and then go forward. Once we see that drop land, it's like, okay, we see the drop. We are gonna just drop here. Let's see what we can get. Oh, if we can get these expensive units, we're happy.
Capture point secured.
Let's see if we can get a second one. Oh, sweet, we got it. Pick it up. Move out. We're gonna push forward because we might have drawn their attention. We see if they have a base down here. Oh, be some army here too, even. Not their whole army, hopefully, but just a chunk. Oh yeah, it's just a small chunk. Our chunk is just bigger right now. We're gonna move forward because, hell, why not? And we'll see. We're gonna go for another drop because I don't know where their army is. Oh, there's more of their army coming. And we're gonna drop. Oh, and there's the victory.